Hello, my friend. Today is not going to be a positive video. I have lots of fails for you. Lots of products that did not work well for me. If you want a happier, more joyous video, you can go over to my 2019 favorites video. I will link that down below for you. But if you want to see some of the worst products I tried in 2019, oh, we've got some stinkers. Hang tight, we're getting into it right now. Okay, so before we get started, number one, I got some of the stuff in PR. For each one, I'm not gonna say I got this in PR, I got this in PR, I got this in PR. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little symbol for you over there to let you know if anything was gifted to me by somebody that got it in PR, or if I personally got it in PR. I just wanna make sure you know if I paid for it, did not pay for it. The majority of things were from PR or were gifted to me from PR, and that's because I didn't buy a whole lot of stuff this year. My goal of the year was not to over purchase, and when I was getting things in PR and I already had things to test, I didn't buy anything unless there was a high interest from the community. So that's why you see a lot of things both in my favorites and in my fails that were sent in PR. But as you know, it doesn't matter. I review things based on the quality of them, and yeah. Oh wait, there's one more thing I wanted to mention. An honorable mention, I don't know if it's an honorable mention, but a mention I wanted to make of the Jaclyn Hill Lipsticks. You will not see them in my fails countdown. And the reason why is because I actually had a very positive experience with Jaclyn's lipsticks from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I will leave my review down below. It is currently on unlisted, meaning that if you search for it, you will not be able to find it. The only way you can watch the video is through a link, and I will provide that link for you in case you would like to see my experience with those lipsticks. I decided to turn it into an unlisted video because at the time I didn't want to encourage people to go purchase them when there were so many people coming out with information about them having things in them that could be dangerous for you. And I didn't want my review, my positive review, to influence you and then have something happen to you because you tried these lipsticks. And there was so much unknown at the time. We didn't really know what was happening. So I just decided to put it on unlisted. But if you would like to see my review, I will link it for you down below. Now, that being said, let's get into the worst products I tried in 2019. Now, I don't have any of these products anymore except for one. We'll get to that one. Number 10 is a product that works for a lot of people, but it just didn't work for me. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. And the big reason why I didn't like this, well, there were two reasons. One was because it leaves a tacky feel on the skin, and I'm very, very tactile when it comes to my face. I don't like anything sticky or goopy or anything on my face. I don't use setting sprays. I don't do that on my, I don't like the way, I'm very textural. And because of the texture of this, I just couldn't use it. It felt awful. I also really hated the smell of it. It smelled very alcohol-y, it smelled very chemically, and I just did not like that. I know that it works very well for some people as far as a primer goes, but I could not get past the texture and the scent. So that's why this product is at number 10. Number 9 is a product that I had high hopes for, and I purchased it and I didn't like it. It's the BH Cosmetics Mini Zodiac in Gemini, and I'm a very proud Gemini. I've got my Gemini ring that I wear 24 hours a day, and I've worn it probably for the past 5-6 years. And I'm very proud to be a Gemini, and I had heard wonderful things about the BH Cosmetics formula and how much it had grown over the years, so I decided to purchase it, and I honestly didn't like it. The only shade I liked was the one that was in the center, the baked formula. That one was pretty nice, but the rest of it, it had that problem. You know the problem that you have with eyeshadows? You put them on and you blend them, and then it's like, wait, where did the eyeshadow go? The colors weren't blending into each other. They were more just kind of disappearing together. It was just bad. It was just really, really bad, and I was very disappointed because I'm rooting for BH Cosmetics. I want BH Cosmetics to be great. They're at a wonderful price point. I want them to be wonderful, and they just were not wonderful for me. Along the same lines, the CoverGirl Royalty Palettes, oh, were they a hot mess, and I felt so sad because CoverGirl has done a lot. Now that they are cruelty-free, they've done a lot to improve their formulas, and unfortunately, they have not improved their eyeshadow formula very much. I do feel like the True Naked formula is just a little bit better than the Royalty formula was, but not by a whole lot. Unfortunately, I still can't recommend CoverGirl eyeshadows. They are just Mud City. Now, there were some things that I liked better about the CoverGirl than I did about the BH, in that there were a few shades that I did like and I felt like I could use, but then on a worse point, some of them just wouldn't blend. Like they would go on the eye and they would kind of stick there and they just wouldn't move. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but they wouldn't move with the brush. The powders wouldn't go. And in order for you to get a good blend, the powders have to, in a way, move around your eye a bit, and they just wouldn't move. And then I would have some that would just completely blend away. It was just the wasted space in the packaging, and they were a hot mess. So unfortunately, they are one of the worst products I tried this year. Now we're getting into products that just weren't functional at all. Just did not work. The NEUTROGENA Eye Makeup Remover Lotion. I went on an eye makeup and makeup remover search for the year, trying to find good eye makeup removers, especially cleansing balms, and I tried this NEUTROGENA Eye Makeup Remover, and it did nothing. It just made my eye makeup, it made it kind of smear around a bit, but it didn't get rid of it at all. And I'm not talking about waterproof mascara, I'm not talking about waterproof makeup, I'm talking about just like regular old eye makeup. And it's an eye makeup remover. No, nope, it was awful. It was awful, didn't work, don't recommend. This is the only product I still have of all of the products that I'm talking about today. Okay, this is the Too Faced Fancy Pink Diamond Light Highlighters. Okay, they're beautiful, and that's why I still have them. That's why they're still alive in my collection, because they're absolutely beautiful. But they don't show up on the skin, like at all. Like you go like this and it's like, wait, where did it go? I don't know. So I can, look, see, okay, let me do that again. So I can go like that and you can see it, but as soon as I start blending it, it's like gone. What? They don't show up. They did have a brush that I got in PR as well. It was a very dense, smaller brush, and that thing didn't lay on the product either. It was just, these things just don't work. They're beautiful, but they don't work. Like I wish that they had invested a little bit more in the quality of the product, but then if they made it a softer formula, maybe they wouldn't have been able to get this beautiful diamond shape. And then maybe they would have had to sacrifice that. I don't know. So that's kind of my theory, but yeah, these things stink, man. They're terrible. Okay, now we're moving into products that actually like hurt my soul in some way, like that they like did like the opposite of what I wanted them to do, where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm in trouble now. Like I'm in trouble. Like this product has now messed me up for the day. So we have at number 5, the Tom Ford Black Orchid Hair Mist. I got this at the Sephora sale in 2018 and carried this product into 2019. It made my hair so oily. I love Tom Ford Black Orchid. It is my favorite scent of all time. And I decided I was gonna get the hair mist. It was on sale. I couldn't smell it that much. So I sprayed a little too much and it made my hair oily, obviously. So I sprayed a little less. I couldn't smell it, but I was like, well, you know, maybe other people can smell it. You know what I'm talking about? It still made my hair oily. So I ended up returning it. Thank goodness I was able to return it because it was expensive, but not functional in any way. All right, number 4, this is a stupid product. I'm just gonna say it right out. It's a stupid product. This is the Ardell Brow Confidential. It's a doe foot applicator with brow powder on it. Like who thought that was a good idea? I would like to speak with them because that makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. The powder just goes everywhere. And if you try to spoolie it out, it ends up patchy all over your brows and it just makes a huge mess. Like it's not even like Groucho brows. It's not even like the thick, like Instagram, like it's not even that. It's like a mess. Just powder everywhere. It's horrible. Like almost like you're a chimney sweep in Mary Poppins or something. I mean, it just goes all over your face and it's horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. And then the brow gel that comes on the other side, it's in a clear tube. So what ends up happening is as you're using this brow gel and you're spoolieing it out, the brow product gets into the clear gel and you can see all this brown gunk floating in the tube. And it's like, it's just not very, very pretty to look at. And also it was a terrible brow gel. So yeah, this was a terrible product and whoever made this at Ardell just maybe do make something else because that was not good. That was not cute. Number 3, people are gonna get mad because
you just don't like Morphe. You just don't like.
No, well, I don't really like Morphe. These products were awful. Okay, let me just say it, they were awful. I will put my full review down below. The Morphe foundation concealer were terrible. It was an awful, awful, awful product. So the foundation, this was my big gripe with foundation. Okay, if you like a full coverage matte and flat look, you may like the Morphe foundation. I like something that's a little more light to medium coverage. Usually with a matte foundation that's more full coverage, I can put on a little bit less and sheer it out and I'm fine. I can mix it with a little bit of moisturizer and I'm fine. Not so much with this. It's like it just needs to go on this one way. It's like it's forcing you into this little Morphe foundation box of full coverage and it doesn't let you out. Like, it's like, no, you will look the way we want you to look, whether you like it or not. Then with the concealer, not made for someone of my age, does not like fine lines under my eyes, creased up like crazy. I tried different levels of primer, powder, different things, trying to make it work. I used the Morphe powder, did not work for me. Did not work, creased every single time, looked cakey, looked terrible, no matter what I did. And I tried really hard with these products to get them to work and they just didn't for me. And this is why I'm not a Morphe babe. Number 2 was an entire line of products that was sent to me in PR. It was the Betsey Johnson makeup. I couldn't find a single product in this entire line that I could say was good. I couldn't find anything. I think I did a live stream where I tested out all these products. I will link that down below. I did do a live stream and we tested them all out live and like they had been sent to me in PR. So I was like, I knew that the people that sent it to me were probably watching the video and I was like, well, I'm hoping I'll at least like something. Not one stinking thing did I like. Out of the entire line. The liquid lipsticks were the worst. Absolutely so dry, sticky, cracked, flaky, awful. Like it was like, okay, we're just gonna give you the most junky, lowest cost products we can possibly make, and then we'll just slap the name on it in order to sell the products. That's what it felt like. It was a trash line of makeup, unfortunately. And I felt really bad, but it was really bad. And I'm not gonna like tell you, it was bad. It was really bad. And then finally, at number 1, very much deserving of the number 1 place, is the Secret aluminum-free deodorant. If you did not see my natural deodorant journey, I will link that video again down below. I did go on a natural deodorant journey. I'm still using my Native as of now. Native is the one that ended up working for me, but this was one that did not work for me. Basically, it's like it's jelly you put under your armpits. It does absolutely nothing. It doesn't help you to stop sweating, of course, because it is a deodorant. It's not an antiperspirant. It's a natural product, but it's supposed to help you with the stink, and all it is a perfume. So you might as well just take whatever perfume you have and spray it under your armpits and it will probably work better than this stuff. There's no antibacterial ingredients, nothing to help you actually get rid of what makes your underarms stink. It's just wet floral scent. Legit. I said this multiple times, I smelled like shallots. Like somebody in some fancy kitchen somewhere cooking up some like scallops and shallots. Like that was my armpits and that's what I smelled like all the time. Which sounds like it would taste pretty good, but you don't want to be around me when I smell like that. It was embarrassing. I was really, really thankful I did not have to go to a 9-to-5 job in an office where other people would have to smell me. My family just had to deal with it. It was bad. Really glad that product is out of my life. Never gonna use it again. Don't recommend you do either. So at this point, my friend, you know what time it is. It is your turn in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. If you have products that you tried in 2019 that were complete crap for you, please leave those in the comments down below so we can all be sure not to buy the crap that you bought. We can all learn from each other. And if somebody happens to help you with their comment, give them a little thumbs up on their comment, leave them a little comment telling them thank you. Little things do go a long way in this world. And while you're giving a thumbs up, please give a thumbs up to this video. It tells YouTube to share it with everybody else. So not everybody, but a lot of people, so that they can find the collective brain and they can join our community and watch this video and enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for watching. If it's time for you to go, thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. But if you would like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a video for you right down there to watch to hang out with me just a little bit longer. And mad love to you, my friend. Happy 2020. Here's cheers to less fails in 2020. I will see you in a video very, very soon.